Stephen A. Smith from ESPN's First Take on how the AFC North stacks up this year.
Somebody gonna fall in the AFC North. Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati. Because Mike Tomlin ain't coming in last place. That's my prediction. Mike Tomlin's not coming in last place.
I would agree with that. From a Mike Tomlin coach team,
for the Pittsburgh Steelers have the least impressive roster of the 4 teams in the AFC North. But we know the coaching of Mike Tomlin is going to ensure, A, you're going to have a winning record because he never had a losing record in the 16 seasons, and B, you ain't coming in last place.
Quincy, I see where he's coming from, but at some point, talent wins. I mean, you got to put him in the right spot, but talent wins. And I think Mike Tomlin's a hell of a coach. I'm in no way diminishing Mike Tomlin.
Hey, great coaches can't do nothing if your quarterback playing good. And I feel like we're not critical enough on this whole Kenny Pickett thing. Like, we're talking about him as if he has done something he has not. People are hyping him up, similar to how we hyped up Baker Mayfield. But, like, Baker Mayfield had 27 touchdown passes that year. And he had 7. We're doing this over 7 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That's every other Browns quarterback I've seen since 1999. Like, that's a very Cody Kessler-like rookie year that we're putting a lot of stock into and expecting him to be better because he just he wears the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Like, put that season in any other franchise and we're talking about him as if he's Blaine Gabbert. Like, I don't know why he deserved this much hype. Because he had a couple of nice moments on national TV. It doesn't erase the whole sample. And we know more than anybody, them last few games can lie, okay? Because we thought those last few games would carry over in 2018 to 2019. Dave, you watched the Titans game, the first game of the year that year. Did any of that carry over? Did Baker Mayfield throw 3 interceptions in the first half of the first game that he came back coming off of that run? Oh, what about 2021, right? You know, hey, we had that great season against Baltimore, in 2020, 11-5, almost beat the Chiefs. What happened week 1 of 2021? I don't believe we won that game. Okay.
And it goes even deeper. The things that are concerning, that people say are concerning about Kenny Pickett: happy feet in the pocket, mechanics get messed up, not accurate. Those are things that are awfully tough to do at the NFL level.
And look, just because Josh Allen turned it around don't mean that Kenny Pickett can, because there's a reason that we talk about Josh Allen, right? Like, there's a reason when somebody turns it around or we watch somebody turn around, we got to go all the way to Josh Allen, right? Not because it's not normal. It doesn't happen all the time. And before Josh Allen, we was doing this with Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. Like, there's not that many guys who have showed to turn around. And what is true more often than not is that the things that worry you the rookie year, they're not going to magically go away just because the quarterback's in his second year. They're usually going to stay there. You know, the things that we were concerned about with Kirk Cousins have kind of been the same thing that you've been worried about with Kirk Cousins throughout his whole career. And I think we're too easy to say, oh, well, maybe he'll just be a mid-range quarterback. He might not be good. He might be terrible. And what does that mean for that Steelers team? Like, they've had bad quarterback play or iffy quarterback play, and they've been able to squeeze out some 8 and 9 seasons, but no coach is good enough to go 500 to not go 500. You go 500, but to continue to avoid last place if you got last place quarterback play. And that's the thing I'm wondering. Because this Kenny Pickett thing, I don't know, Dave, does this smell like the quarterback play the Browns have gotten a few of the times that they finish in last place? I don't know, it feel a lot like Charlie Fry. Like, maybe I'm being too generous comparing Baker Mayfield, who almost won Rookie of the Year. Maybe this is Charlie Fry-ish.
Brady Quinn, Brandon Weeden, those are the guys that were drafted where he was. Guys that are drafted at the end of the first round are usually drafted there for a reason.
And, like, how often does that usually work out? Like, Lamar Jackson fell there, and that worked out.
Drew Brees was
late. I don't remember very many others.
Yeah, Drew Brees was early second round. But usually if you have happy feet, bad mechanics, and are not accurate, you don't figure that out when the game's sped up at the NFL level. You just don't.
And also, I think the thing people need to account for is he's a marginal athlete in an athletic game for quarterbacks nowadays. You know, a game where a guy who used to be athletic, like an Aaron Rodgers, if you plucked him here in his prime, he wouldn't be athletic anymore. So a marginal athlete is not going to be able to have the leap that a Josh Allen did, because Josh Allen is a spectacular athlete. That's why he got the time to make those changes, right? Because he's 6'6", 230 pounds, and runs a 4.6 and throws the ball a mile. None of those things Kenny Pickett can do. So that's the thing with Pittsburgh, right? If their quarterback play is abysmal, I don't care what else is around there. We've seen that story before. It's hard to overcome abysmal quarterback play, and I just don't think that's off the table for them.
No, and we have a PhD in Cleveland with abysmal quarterback play.